Friends and neighbors, welcome back to Mission Control, Houston's hockey podcast. And since starting and getting to know more of the Houston hockey family, there have been a couple of names that are floated. Oh, you got to talk to. Oh, you got to talk to. And Marc Tushnet is one of those people. And I got to tell you, when looking up Mark, because I don't know anything about him, I just Googled, Marc Tushnet, Houston hockey, and lots of things popped up. So I think that's where we're going to start. So, Tush, thanks for joining. And I got it to you. You probably heard, yeah. You got your hands in a lot of things here. So, what are you most proud of what you're doing in Houston hockey?
Well, it's first as Matt. Thanks. It's an honor to be here.
Glad to
I'm
have you.
glad you're doing this show and honored to be asked to be on it. And let me tell you, I guess the question that you're asking me is what I'm most proud of. Well, like you said, I try to get involved in whatever I can in the hockey community here in Houston. And one of my biggest achievements has been for 25 years, I've been putting on this tournament here in Houston. And it's grown from 4, 8, 16, 32 teams to now 90 teams, and that's what I focus most on. But I like to help all the different groups in Houston and all the different teams and community events and organizations that I can help.
All right, cool. So you play yourself, yes?
Yeah, I play as much as I can,
As
actually.
much as you can. Okay. Um, and what got you into hockey? Because we're in a non-traditional market.
Well, like a lot of people in Houston, they come from other places that have hockey, and I'm from California, and Gretzky, the big Gretzky movement was out there, and my fraternity brothers and a family member were into hockey, and believe it or not, they had a hockey game. They only had 5 or 6 players, and they couldn't officially have a game unless they had 7 or 8 players. So a couple of us agreed to just put on some skates and go out there and just help them start the game. And didn't even know how to really ice skate at the time, and happened to score 2 goals in that particular first time I've ever played hockey, and I've been hooked ever since.
Would you call that your favorite hockey memory? That beginning game, or do you have a favorite hockey memory that stands out for you?
No, that was definitely a memory, but I can't tell you how many great memories I have from hockey. So many, it's countless, endless. Matter of fact, just yesterday I was in Anaheim playing in at the Duck Center for a tournament with a bunch of Houston guys, and that was a great memory. I mean, everything from pond hockey to little tournaments to big tournaments. I love them all. They're all great memories.
Now that sounds cool. Playing in the pro practice, I assume their facilities. How is Houston perceived when you go traveling in these tournaments?
Well, nobody even really knows that there's a Houston market, so to say, with rinks and what have you. They hear about Dallas, but it's Houston is just not on the map yet.
So about that, and I'm asking you this aware that you have no knowledge, that you have no insider connect, unless you do, in which case we should talk. But people ask me, and I'm like, I have no crystal ball either. But I'll ask you anyway. What do you think our chances are for landing pro hockey again anytime soon?
Well, for the last 3 years, I've been involved in a great organization, Hockey Players in Business, and Hockey Day in Houston, which I'm sure we'll touch up on here in a minute. But uh, just being in these organizations, I've just learned like Houston is one day going to get a hockey team, and there is a huge market in Houston for hockey. It's just not known yet. But I believe personally that Houston will get a hockey team. I hope in the next, I'd say 3 to 5 years. If nothing else, like all these organizations that I am involved in, we want to see some level of hockey professionally here, whether it's minor league hockey, juniors hockey, or an NHL team. But somewhere, somehow, it's going to happen, and really soon.
Okay, so I'm going to put a thumbtack in a statement you said because I want to revisit it later. But you and I, we first met a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago. The days are getting away from me, at the Girls and Women's Hockey Day that Will put on and HTX Storm, and they did a hell of a job with that. But
Yes,
this is the second time that you've said Houston is a huge hockey market, and you emphasize the word huge. And I want to revisit that, but there's a couple more things I want to ask you about here. So what team? What is your main team here that you play on?
So the Houston Oil Kings Hockey Club is the organization that I've been involved with since 1998, and we have teams all over Houston. We've partnered up with different corporations and businesses to expand that to St. Arnold. We have 7 St. Arnold Oil Kings teams. We have a couple champions. Club Texas teams also in the various leagues in town. So we probably my hockey teams probably have about 7 to 9 different teams in different leagues around town.
And see, that's something I'm not aware of. And mind you, I'm just a lay person. I'm a hockey fan. I'm just a guy that's been sitting whining and complaining since 2013 that we don't have a team. So I don't really know enough about you guys that are actually out there on the ice playing. I was not aware that Oil Kings Hockey Club is multiple teams. So y'all have different tiers, I take it.
Yes, we have anywhere from novice level in the BCHL league all the way to the A level at Memorial City. There's various leagues around the town in Bellerive Ice and in Sugarland Ice, all different levels of hockey. And that's where I was kind of, there is a huge adult recreational makeup here in Houston. I mean, every rink has leagues, and those leagues are generally full all the time, and they go year round.
It is surprising to me that you're saying that the hockey teams are full, given that we only have, I should have counted in my head before talking to you, but what, 5 slabs of ice right now? And you would think the figure skating and the kids stuff is what draws the crowds to the ice rinks. But there's that many teams in the Houston area.
Correct. There is not enough ice right now for us to expand the adult hockey leagues. However, a new rink is coming here, and it should be open anytime now. It'll be in the Richmond area, right on the outskirts of Houston. And once that opens up, that's going to open up a door to really expand all the adult leagues, as well as all the youth, and it's going to really be huge to the growth of hockey in Houston.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me because it's kind of close to where I live, so I drive by there like this, just checking on the progress. So, okay. So I am under the impression that what really facilitates the growth of the player base, both the kids and the adults, is a team to at least watch, root for, emulate. Am I correct on that, or these things just grow independently?
Well, I can only agree with you 100% there because of facts. And the facts are every NHL market that, or any market that an NHL team has come to, Nashville, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, any of those, Dallas especially, went from 3 rinks to over 14 star centers. I mean, any town that has an NHL team, the amount of recreational hockey and youth hockey just absolutely grows.
Okay. And you said you just played in Anaheim. What's the next tournament?
So the next tournament is actually in Louisiana that I'm going to. It's the Mardi Gras Mayhem, which I've gone to that for several years here. It's in Lafayette at Planet Ice, and we'll talk probably more about how many Louisiana teams come to Houston for Memorial Weekend, but it's a lot, and we try to go ahead and give back to them and support them with some teams here from Houston.
Given that you are in a non-traditional market, and given how much you're involved in local hockey, what is the reaction from people in your professional life, or you just met socially, whatever, when you're like, oh no, I'm playing hockey? Do you get weird looks? Did I hear that right? Or what's the typical reaction?
Well, in most of the circles that I'm in, oil and gas and other different areas where people like, they think it's cool, it's, oh, you play hockey, especially in the oil and gas groups. They a lot of them coming from Canada moved down here to work, and they're really excited about, oh, you have hockey here, and we can actually, they played when they were younger, and so a lot of them get back into playing hockey when they move over here.
Because of the assumption that, oh, Texans don't know how to play and I can dominate if I get back out there. Is that what's happening?
I'm not sure. They just love the game, and they probably grow up with it, and they just
Cool.
An opportunity to actually get to play hockey in a place where they work. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so let's get to that question that we thumbtacked. Your hockey tournaments that you put on here. Let's just bring up that background there. So is the Memorial Day shootout the big one?
Yes, sir. So the Memorial Day shootout, this is our 25th anniversary. We didn't have a 1 year because of COVID. So last year would have been the 25th. We started doing them. We started with 8 teams, and now it's grown to over 90 teams. And we have teams that come from all over the U.S., especially teams from Louisiana, Texas, they come all the way from Canada, Boston. We have a team from Saudi Arabia coming. We had a couple teams from Sweden in the past play with us. We have over 7 teams from Mexico that come each tournament, including women from Mexico. It's a hockey event that the ones that know about it, they look forward to coming each and every year.
90 seems like a lot. Is that a lot? Because it seems like a lot.
It's probably, to my knowledge, the biggest adult recreational tournament in the U.S. That's full ice. I would have to say 90 is huge. It's especially because most rinks can only hold probably 16 teams in an almost 24-hour period. We are looking forward to the fact that with a huge waiting list for our event, that with this new rink opening up, we're going to make it even bigger. So it's a Texas-sized tournament for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. And all of this is possible because you have corporate partnership, and no one's paying me to say anything, but whatever I talk about the viability of Houston as a hockey market, it's that we have a big corporate presence. So you mentioned St. Arnold's. They're a big part of what you're doing, and Champions Poker Club. Okay, so 90 teams coming in. That just seems like logistically, number one, that's a lot of work on y'all's end. So I assume you have a good administrative team there too. But what is the impact on the Houston metro area? Because I would assume that it's the players, coaching staff, maybe some family members. What does that do for Houston area?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't realize how huge of an impact it actually has. I didn't realize that our patrons, they bring in a lot of revenue for all these hotels and the different restaurants, and of course, I mean, hockey players like to go to bars after wins and even losses, like to hang out and with everybody, and doesn't even have to be their own team. They can, all the folks from the tournaments like to go over there and hang out together. So, and it's from, breakfast all the way till late night entertainment. So, the impact is over the last several years, I've seen it and been able to really, get some new partners because of it. So, and back to the sponsors, we don't necessarily have a big corporate background for our event, but all the little sponsors, the mom and pop shops, the hockey players that are in business that we help, they help us, we help get their brand out there. We have different vendors on location during the events, including the few hockey stores that we have here. But I mean, I can't, without the sponsors and the extra help, we couldn't do what we do at this event.
Anyone in particular you want to shout out there?
I'll be honest with you, there's over 35 sponsors,
Never
but
mind.
I honestly wish I love, obviously St. Arnold's in Champion Clubs, Texas, which is a boutique hotel and a poker club, wanting to really get involved in the community, and this was their opportunity, and they've helped us immensely. The Steenberg Agency is our big team captain of our sponsors with the Ryan Brooks, and the Brooks Property Group. Great Canadian company, Lone Star Outdoor Power Equipment. Our lawyer on staff, of course, is Shane Cadillac. Hockey Players in Business. There's so many. I can't even roll off the list right now. But they're all equally awesome, whether they're small or big. They really make the event where we can provide food, beverage, entertainment, all at no extra cost to participants. So again, I can't thank my sponsors enough.
Well, Tush, I hate telling you this part, but either on my end or your end, something dropped out there. But we got a long list of companies that you named, and we're just going to apologize to people if they didn't get mentioned. And
okay,
because like you said, there's a lot of them.
Love them all.
Yeah.
I'm going to put one sick brag out there right now. Is okay. I'm part of one of the champions teams. They're part of our PROHL league in Bellerive, and currently 18-game undefeated streak ever since we started bringing that team into the league. And what's crazy is it's a draft league. So as soon as 13 weeks is up, the next team, a brand new full team, takes over. So it's pretty incredible. Not only that league has never had a team to really win all the games or not lose all the games, but to also continue it the next season. So
we talked about the community impact. Speaking of community impact, Hockey Day in Houston's coming up roughly a month from now. For those that don't know, in that I'm including myself in there, what is your role in Hockey Day in Houston? Or is it just everyone does everything whenever they can?
Well, I could tell you that it started with a few of us at St. Arnold one day. I'm sure Lance has probably mentioned the story.
Yeah, but he hasn't been on yet.
So. Oh, okay. So Lance is wonderful at telling this story, but we had a meeting at St. Arnold because we wanted to do like give something back to St. Arnold, who's a great sponsor. And we started Hockey Players in Business, our organization here in Houston. And we, three of us kind of co-founded this idea to have a watch party. And it started there at the brewery. And, with the goal of bringing the community together and at a watch party. And Lance, with all of his experience, really stepped up the game and added a lot of his expertise to it and connections. And it's now turned into an idea and a first year of having 4,000 people, a second year, 5,000 people. And we anticipate this year having even more people at Hockey Day in Houston.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. I'm going to assume that anyone watching this is at least somewhat aware of Hockey Day. Lord knows I talk enough about it. Is there anything about Hockey Day in Houston that someone from the outside looking in may not be aware of that you want to go, hey, when you come out to St. Arnold, don't forget to check out X?
It's amazing because, especially all the folks that, the idea is that it's to bring hockey fans in there, but it's also to bring interest for new people to learn, about hockey, and maybe adults to get interested, or even a lot of the youth, because there's going to be a lot of youth stuff there with the Dallas Stars, and all the youth organizations will also be there. But you know, getting to see the dunk tank, or getting to come over there and take a picture with a Zamboni, or just see all the hockey jerseys, and I mean, the beer drinking, how the hockey players drinking beer is cool. There's going to be entertainment, live entertainment at the event, which I encourage everyone to see. They're hockey players that are, one's very famous and one's just a great musician going to be there. But I would say the whole atmosphere, getting to see what a hockey watch party is, and seeing the whole hockey community come together is going to be really the coolest thing to see.
You know, I know this isn't how it started, but when I tell people about Hockey Day, and yeah, you should come out with me, or meet me there or something, and I'll get the response, yeah, but I don't know a thing about hockey. And my response to that is, yeah, that's kind of the point. Come on out, Do you have any reservations? Because I don't want to speak for anybody. Do you have any reservations about a noob asking you newbie hockey questions?
Oh, absolutely not. I love it. I love talking about hockey. I love, I love bringing new people to play. I just, if there's no stupid question. I mean, it's definitely an exciting thing, but you have to ask questions to know, to learn and to know about it. I was going to also mention to you about, the Hows, one of the most famous hockey families in all of hockey, and their roots are huge in Houston, and their involvement into the event is something that, getting to see kids get scholarships out of their foundation money that they match the donation, and it's amazing. And that's just, you get it when you see that at the event. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, and obviously that hits me right where I live, and every one of those kids that are applying for those scholarships are just impressive.
It's amazing. Lance, in his through his experience, has introduced all of the family to our organization, and they love being a part of it, and we love them being a part of it. And it's just amazing to see the amount of charity they've given back to everything here in Houston when it comes to hockey, and the youth and the women, and the girls hockey growing up.
That is something, and it's something I keep commenting about and asking about, and I get satisfactory answers, but it sticks with me in that both of the Howe brothers and Gordy too, obviously, played elsewhere after the Arrows left, but still are the foundation helping Houston. They're still connected with Houston after all this time. That is amazing to me. All right. Anything more about Hockey Day in Houston that we should be covering?
No, I just, spread the word on social media. I know everyone's making the biggest effort they can to try to spread the word and get it out there so people can enjoy this day. And it's a great experience. It doesn't cost anything to come, and bring the family. Especially if there's any interest in hockey whatsoever. It's a great place where all the organizations are going to be there. So whatever there's youth, adults, anything that has to do with hockey that is in Houston is going to be at this event. And I encourage, spread the word, social media, tell people about it, invite them, and come on and check it out for yourself. And like a lot of people, they come each year after that, and you'll just keep on coming, and you really will enjoy that. A lot of work's put into this day, and it will show.
We really should be emphasizing more that it's free admission, because it's kind of too cool to be a true thing that you can do for free. If nothing else, it's been a while. I mean, Chili's there. It's like,
Yeah.
who doesn't have great memories of Chili if you were here back then? And even if you wind up going and you're like, yeah, hockey's not for me, which I don't understand that, but okay, you're still spending a day at the beer garden.
And the beer garden is an amazing place. St. Arnold's really done a great job with it. The facility is amazing, and there's lots to do there. The food is great. There'll be food, and there'll be extra beverage stands, so you don't have to wait in super long lines to get a nice cold Texas craft brewery. Yeah, I just there's so much activities for everyone to do. And also I almost forgot the Dallas, or not Dallas. Yeah. The Stars cheerleaders will be there. Chili will be there. And, it's going to just be super fun.
Yeah. Vic was there the last 2 years. So I would imagine again, if he's coming with the Stars. Okay. Well, since we're talking Hockey Day in Houston, let's ask the important question here at St. Arnold's Brewery. What's your beer of choice if someone wants to come up, bring you a beer?
So honestly, my favorite is on the lighter side, which is the Grand Prize.
The Grand Prize. Okay.
Oh, and if the ultimate favorite I have is Summer Pills, but Summer Pills is seasonal, so it's not all year round. But that is actually my all-time favorite. And of course, like I said, we have 7 different teams within the different leagues. All St. Arnold themed cans are the jerseys. So that's pretty cool, and they're available for the public too.
How have I not picked up on that? Okay, no, I've noticed the St. Arnold jerseys, but I haven't picked up on once you demystify the different tiers and teams and stuff. Yeah, they're all okay.
Yeah, all the cans are replicas of our jerseys, all designed by St. Arnold.
See, this is why we need to talk about these things. Just all right. So I had fun. I hope you did too. I feel this is a good place to wrap things up. 2 final things for you though, Tush. Okay. As we are talking, and I kind of feel guilty about pulling you away from today's game, Sweden versus U.S., going into overtime now. And yes, I went and I pulled it up just because I'm going to ask. All right, so what's your prediction for the Olympics? I didn't want to sound stupid by going, "Oh, they just got eliminated" or something. But what are you thinking? Things going to turn out for the Olympics?
Well, I'm all USA hockey. So we take two goals in that. I'm just another plug out there for our over 50s USA hockey team. We play in Tampa. We just won a couple years in a row, and we're going to try to win again.
Over 50s USA hockey team.
Well, our national team made up of guys from Houston, Louisiana, Nashville, and Florida.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So So is it Team USA or?
Well, we're just one of many teams that are competing for the over 50 USA national title. National. Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you like a southern region, or how does that work?
We're just a kind of a put together team of some southern states.
Okay. All right. Today I learned. All right. And then the big one here. And yes, this will be replayed at the end of the season. This little clip here. Who's your pick for the Stanley Cup?
I'm always LA Kings.
Are you?
Yeah.
Just because it's home?
Long time. Yeah.
Okay. So is that a hope, or is that a prediction, or is it?
That's more of a hope.
Okay. Do you have a prediction, or do you just not bear to predict against the Kings?
I always feel like any team could win any year.
Which is very true. All right, Tush, any last words before we wrap here?
Well, I just really appreciate you taking the time to ask me to be a part of this great program. And just, I wish I could name every one of my sponsors for you, but I just know there's not enough time and all that. And I just want to say all the Hockey Day in Houston and the hockey players and business groups putting in all the volunteer effort and time for this event. I just can't thank you guys enough for all that you do. Of course, Lance for really spearheading a lot of this stuff to make it awesome. And all the committee people, too many to mention. Looking forward to a great Hockey Day in Houston, and hope everyone makes it out there.
Well, that was Marc Tushnet, and hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did, and we have another special guest joining us. This is Cinderella Savage, who really is proud of her tail. At any rate, let's wrap things up, shall we? And go to the calendar. Honey, if you walk past the screen again, I'm going to just put you on camera. All right. All right. What's up? Well, as mentioned, we were recording that during Wednesday's game, the quarterfinal game versus Sweden. In fact, all right, here, say hi. Yeah, she does not like to be picked up, and oh well. At any rate, as soon as that interview was over, I picked up my phone to look at the score. Hey, Tush, U.S. just won in overtime. So that means there's going to be a semifinal game. I got NBC up here. The website, last time I looked at it anyway, said all the hockey games were going to be on USA Network. But it seems like things have shifted over to NBC. So maybe that's good news. Maybe that means the games are more popular than NBC thought hockey was going to be. University of Houston plays their last two games of the season. They host Texas Tech at Slice. And then we move on to sled hockey. And again, uh, sled hockey is something to watch. So I have Peacock up here because we know for sure it's going to be on Peacock. The website is kind of ambiguous, so maybe not. Maybe it's or it will be on Peacock, but maybe something else, maybe not. NBC or USA, something in the NBC family. And I should also put up here that on March 7th, I'm going to be at Nick's place to watch sled hockey. So there you go. At any rate, friends and neighbors, what did we learn today? Yeah, we haven't done that one. We've been doing interviews and we forgot to ask. This one wasn't live just because of the time of day that we had to record it at. It's like, yeah, it's early afternoon. I don't know if we're going to get people in a live stream. But let's reflect on what we learned today by talking to Tush. 90 teams come down. Saudi Arabia. I mean, I get that's an anomaly, but still, a lot of teams coming down for 5 slabs of ice. I mean, someone can do the math. Someone's probably got it memorized, but not a lot of ice here. And we get that many teams here for tournaments. Yeah, this is a strong hockey market. So that's what I learned anyway. Well, let's remember, friends and neighbors, that you, me, us together, we're a Houston hockey family. Hey, remember to teach your friends about the game. And look, we're a month away. Get your friends to calendar things out and be sure that they're joining us for Hockey Day in Houston. And with that, till next time.